Look, guys, don't interfere. Just record, and you can't let the people know that they have rights not to say nothing.
Don't mess with hardworking people. They're just trying to live.
I don't think Bakersfield's coming together because they're going after criminals. I seen what the Border Patrol said as far as like they're catching criminals, and yeah, they're gonna catch a couple, and that's what they're gonna put and post to make it seem like what they're doing is legit.
Our community, we have video of agents arresting an American citizen, a business owner, who says the agents slashed his tires before they handcuffed him. Our Cecilia Trevino has been on the story all week and brings us more.
This video, recorded by Ernesto Campos, a United States citizen, shows federal agents detaining him after slashing his tires.
I don't know why he popped my tires. He already had
a reason.
He already had my license.
Yeah, but you did something that made him.
No, the truck was off. The window that's open like that.
I'm not trying to argue with you, man.
Okay.
He did it for a reason.
44-year-old and father of 4, Ernesto Campos has lived in the U.S. for 30 years and became a citizen over a decade ago. He's lived in Bakersfield for over 20 years and owns a landscaping business with 4 employees.
Íbamos manejando hacia un trabajo.
He was driving to work when an unmarked car turned its patrol lights on.
Recording cops for quite a long time. One of the things that we do on our channel is teach people their constitutional rights, at least the First Amendment. A lot of people don't seem to know it. I've been asking cops for a long time. They don't seem to know it. When I found out, I actually shout out to Kern County Activities. Pretty much everybody's finding out what's going on with them, it seems like. And so I found out we got some messages that the Border Patrol was in this area and they were willy-nilly on a hunt, just pulling people over. So when we arrived on scene, we seen that they had detained a woman. They were parked behind her. To me, it seemed like false imprisonment. I don't really know the legalities of what's going on, if there's new laws that came out or what. Some people are saying that they're not supposed to be 100 miles from the border doing this, but now they're conducting traffic stops. And from my understanding, what we're seeing is they're not allowing people to leave. They're saying that the Border Patrol is even slashing tires so that people won't leave. We're trying to teach people what their rights are. Yesterday I went to the Know Your Rights meeting and I did speak to a couple of attorneys. I did ask them if they would let the people know how important it is to record and document. I do believe that because of the cameras, we were able to save that woman and her husband yesterday. They were able to drive off. They left them alone. And they weren't able to do anything after we arrived with cameras. I think it's important to know the First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment right now. I think it's important for us to learn it, talk to our families about it, translate it to them. If we have to, talk at the dinner table about it. And also, it's extremely important to record and document this stuff. The Constitution protects everybody in this country. It doesn't matter your legal status, and it doesn't matter if you're a foreign visitor. It's important that we understand that we are still protected under the Constitution in this country. They can't go around willy-nilly on a hunt just pulling people over because of the color of your skin or the color of your hair. That's supposed to be against the Constitution. So I know a lot of people are going political with this, trying to figure out what's happening. I think it's important to try to stay away from the politics and try to really truly understand what empowers us. The Constitution doesn't give us our rights. It limits the scope of authority that government has over we the people. That's why it's important that we know this stuff. That's why it's important that we teach our families and talk to everybody about it. And always record, folks. Always record your interactions and stuff. And I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you, Bakersfield, for stepping up and trying to help out. Really, we're not trying to organize so much of a protest as much as trying to organize ourselves, try to find out, maybe organize ourselves in certain parts of town, because yesterday we drove around trying to find them so that we can record, and we drove around all day, we weren't really finding them, but now we're going to see if we can organize people in certain areas, and maybe we can try to find them there and just record. Look, guys, don't interfere. Just record, and you can let the people know that they have rights not to say nothing, but do not step in front, do not jump on anybody's back or anything like that. It's important that we don't interfere, but we can let the people know that they do have rights out there. So that's very important.
There's a lot of people in our community that maybe don't have full status, but they don't know what's going on. They don't know if they understand their rights and what to do if they get pulled over or if they're paying rights. What do you want to know?
Like I said, if you know the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech, press, religion, assembly, petition, and you have the Fourth Amendment, you're allowed to be free in your papers, persons, effects, and your homes, right? And the Fifth Amendment, you don't have to say anything. That's why it's important to know these, because then you will know what you can't do. And it's important to know you don't have to talk to them. Don't talk to them. Don't say anything to them and record. And you're gonna put them on the spot, and they're not gonna know what to do at that point.
What do you guys hope? You guys hanging out, have what amount of people out here? What do you guys hoping to do?
Just raise awareness. Let people know that they do have rights. I think that's the most important thing, and to try to organize ourselves as a people to know these things, to talk to our families, and to try to get out there and record. Everybody right now in Bakersfield, you guys have a phone. You guys should be recording this stuff. Document it, send it to the news, send it to Kern County Activities, send it to ℍᴇᴅ Valley Transparency. These are people that are out here trying to organize and trying to help. Try to help the people in this area. Try to educate them on their rights. And in reality, I think that's the most important thing that we can do. I believe the people are in a peaceful non-compliance, you know, and you don't have to comply with them, with their orders, their questions. You don't have to answer their questions.
And you guys, well, they've been out here, I think, the last 2-3 days. You guys have been out here saying, right? You guys,
Absolutely. I believe the groups and the people along the way are gonna know, you know, to do this more. I mean, I didn't expect this to happen yesterday. I just asked people who wanted to meet up, and there are a lot of people here already. More people are showing up, and I think the people are realizing and seeing what these Border Patrol agents are doing. Are they targeting people? It looks like it. Are they violating people's Fourth Amendment rights? It looks like it. So they won't be able to do this if you know your rights. You know, a lot of times they go on compliance. They're expecting us to comply. They're expecting your families to comply. That's what they're banking on, for the people to comply. I think the more people that are aware, the less people will comply. They won't know what to do. They might have to leave the area.
Do you think people should be afraid? Do you think they should come up, stand up, and protect themselves?
Great question. I used to be afraid of recording and asking questions to our government, right? It's in the Supreme Court that you have a right to record and ask questions in government in the course of their duties. I used to be afraid. I would see cops and I would be afraid. My heart would pound. Now when I see cops or Border Patrol agents or whatever, I get excited. I want to record. I get out there. It is an empowerment. When you learn these things, it becomes an empowerment. And it's something you don't lose along the way. So I think that's one of the most important things, is to empower yourselves, to know your rights. When you know your rights, it becomes an empowerment, and you're no longer afraid. That fear has left my body, folks. I do want to say that I do see Bakersfield coming together on this, and I don't think Bakersfield's coming together because they're going after criminals. I seen what the Border Patrol said as far as like they're catching criminals, and yeah, they're gonna catch a couple, and that's what they're gonna put and post to make it seem like what they're doing is legit. But we're seeing them. They got their faces covered. Some of them don't want to identify, you know, and it is in their policy to identify when we ask, when the public asks. And they don't want to go and they don't want to comply with their own policies, and they're expecting the people to just comply and give them the rights. And I think that it's if they were actually really going after bad people, then I don't think the people of Bakersfield and Kern County would be angry, you know. But what we're seeing is going after working class people, hardworking people. Look at what happened at the Mercado Latino yesterday. It's dead, no business, right? They're ruining businesses here. I do recommend also that local businesses try to trespass them off the property. Tell them you don't want them on your property. You have the right to do that. So it's just, look, stay peaceful. You know, we don't condone violence. We hope that you guys are non-violent. You know, we're not asking anybody to be violent. Just record, keep a safe distance, a reasonable distance, right? There's no Supreme Court case law that says what distance you can be. So just be reasonable distance where you can record, document, maybe hear, and listen to what's going on. Don't interfere, record, and that's all I gotta say, man. Hey guys, when the people come together, the people win. Let me tell you guys something really quick, okay? The stars didn't trespass us today.